fuel is not going to be an issue.
Right, welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival. Well, hello everybody. Yes, been a little break since I was last on, but here we go. Things have moved a little. I can't quite recall what ship I had in last time. I think I had Industry, but I'm on our new on a new planet called New Opibus. I think that was in the game actually last time I streamed. And I just arrived here only to get an SOS from the leader of BSC PvE faction, who has just acquired a brand new planet all to his faction. And having landed there and was very happy and enjoying the scenery, only to find the planetary patrol vessel come by and completely wreck his ship. So, time for some action. So let's go, and yes, this is a search and rescue, so we've got to find the BSC homestead, not BSC. Lock target 12 AU away. Have we got enough go juice in just? I'll do something about that afterwards. Right, so let's find our marker. It's over there. Accelerate, and off we go. This isn't the fastest of ships, but here we go. Let's warp in. Now, whereabouts on your globe are you?
I am, annoyingly, kind of on the just south of the equator.
Just south of the equator. Right. Okay. Well, that looks pretty.
Can't really give you any. I'm kind of in a mountain range with a little bit of a lake.
So, BSC homestead. It says planet class size 3. It's O2 breathable, even though it's got a 10% O2 content atmosphere. Interesting. It's almost Earth standard gravity. Bit chilly at -4 to 30, so it's a temperate environment. Blah blah blah. Oh, let's head on in there. Are you daytime or nighttime?
Daytime. No, just going to night. Just literally turn into night.
Okay, good. So that's going to be about there. Yes, that's about right.
I fixed my broken leg, which is good.
In we go. I was, I've got a comment on one of my previous YouTube videos, which, when we were waiting for the server to go live, we were playing on the Universe server.
Yes, indeed.
Well, on the last one of those that I did, this was the day before Craftworld went live, I'd brought in one of my two favourite PvE ships. That Belafonte, or Cayman, is the version I brought in. And so I was just talking about it, and it was, if you like, it was a kind of mini review. And the author stumbled across my video and put a lovely message on it, saying thank you so much for your he was humbled by my analysis of his ship, which was lovely.
Your reputation obviously precedes you.
Well, yeah, he'd stumbled across my video, and he'd obviously watched the whole thing, which was amazing. His persistence in doing so. And then of course I went through the Cayman and what I loved about it, and of course what I love about it is the design, the way it looks. It's just gorgeous. In fact, the sister or the predecessor, the Belafonte, which of course is a a level 10 ship, is even better. Well, it's prettier because it's white. Right, now I have entered atmosphere and I'm floating around here, and I'm looking for a planet, looking for you, obviously. So, would you be able to give me some sort of coordinate to your location?
Absolutely, I am.
It would be very helpful.
Well, hang on, what I'll do is I'll bookmark the veto, and then I'll make it public.
Oh, there we are.
Share public. There you go. Hopefully it'll show up. Yep.
Oh, there you are. Right, okay.
Revenge is very much hovering around, so do be careful when you get close.
Oh, yes, indeed.
And I don't know why I'm putting on a posh voice. It's probably because I'm on your live stream.
Because you're on the live stream, yes. So here we are. Now I'm just 175 meters below orbit, so, and 2 clicks away. So I won't render into you. Once I am overhead mosquito. Ah. But, actually, yes. Oh, there. Oh, look, there's that CV. Oh, right. Okay. Well, fingers crossed here. We are level. We are stable. We have got 2 hours worth of hover. Oops, no, let's do that. We've got 2 hours worth of hover going on here. Let's go kick some butt, shall we? Hop out onto the flight deck here. Now this is loaded for bear. Let's go and take this out.
Oh, yeah, you couldn't credit it. We don't do things by us in the BSC.
Right.
Why make a molehill when you make a mess?
What do you mean I died? What do you mean I just died?
Hey?
I got into my ship and died instantly.
What, your SV?
Yeah.
Because you're hovering, isn't it?
But it shouldn't make any difference because it's raining, you know.
Oh, this is frustrating. So I'm running around right on top of neodymium deposit and I can see the blue outline. I think you need to land in order to get into your SV now. No, of course you don't.
Of course.
Be hovering, you're right.
I'm hovering. I'm stable. It shouldn't say. You know, it used to be the case that it used to say you.
This planet is cursed.
It's raining. Right. So let's go and get the backpack back.
Oh, do you want the non-cursed version? Specify, man.
Sorry. I guess it's my fault then, isn't it? Where's the iron? Come on, I just need an iron. Bit, so I can make a portal constructor. Come on.
No, stupid bloody thing. Right. Okay. I've done it again. Oh, now my ship has completely disappeared on me. I've got in it.
This is a comedy of errors, isn't it? Although it's glitching for you.
Are you watching the stream? Because you can see.
No, I'm in game. I'm running around trying to find an iron deposit. We do have an admin. I mean, I'm on planet and I'm an admin, so I'd rather not go out. In essence, go out of this to do that. But HUD can certainly.
No, don't worry. I mean, it's just a server issue, I'm sure. So I've stood still. I'm on my ship, hovering in midair. I'm going to leave and re-enter the game and see what happens there. And here it is. It's now moved. How mysterious is this? This is just bizarre. What if I turn the power on? Maybe. Oh, let's turn the power on first. Now let's get in it. Now, are you going to let me fly it now? Can I? No, I've died again.
You might want to try landing it.
I think I will have to, won't I?
Just not anywhere near that blinking revenge because it
No.
will shoot over to you and shoot you.
It's obviously interested in you.
Can't see it currently, but I'm 630 meters away from Mosquito, so not necessarily unexpected.
Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I know exactly what I'm going to do. Nothing about landing. I'm going to go up in space and just drop and drop this off in space. Let's go and get my bloody backpack back again.
Why can't I find any iron blocks?
I only put one rock in the entire planet. It's in a super secret place.
At the bottom of a lake. Yeah, I gotcha.
Tell you what, this game is glitchy, isn't it?
Yeah. There's an alpha.
Yeah. Where are we? We're beers. Oh yeah, see, it has no vehicles on here whatsoever, according to this.
That's frighteningly similar to an issue that Fishy had. SVs just randomly spawning, jumping inside the walls of his ship and then not docking, and then giving his ship and all manner of annoying stuff.
But yeah, that's it. I mean, I'm here. I'm a big landing pad. I should be able to hover, get into an SV and go, but can't. So there it is. Let's just turn it off for the minute. Right, let's go up into space. I've got your waypoint, so let's just go up above the planet a bit. I don't particularly like to do this, but there we go. Would you like to stop? Thank you. No, you've not stopped, have you? I want to go a bit further out of the atmosphere. Let's come to a complete stop, shall we now? How about that? Oh, I'm going to get out. Oh, there we are. There's novel. Shall we? Let's get back into the seat. Let's turn ourselves like that. Let's get out of our seat now. Oops. Oh. Let's turn the gravity on, shall we? There we go. Oh, dear, oh dear. Right, so. Dum, 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 dum. Yes, now I can get in the ship. Woohoo! Right, we're loaded for there. One. Everything is loaded. Right, Homer's on.
Oh, the revenge is still there. Just so you know.
Yeah, I'm just coming back. In we come. Dum dum dum. Breaking atmosphere. And now I've lost your waypoint, so would you kindly put it up again?
Reshare it.
Sorry?
Reshare it.
Yes, can you reshare your waypoint again? Oh, there it is. Right, now what we've got to do... Oh, there you are. There you are. Here we go.
I guess anything good I can take from this is that at least I wasn't right on top of a POI as well. That would have been quite frustrating. Hey! Fire! Watching this rain. My overhead overlay so I can see all the glory. Is it shooting at you?
No, it isn't. Alright, not sure if I'm... Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's what then.
Well, it's got to something of it.
get it down on the ground because I know I can core it.
Yeah, I need to... Oh, I got a big explosion. That took something off it.
Feels like it's running away from you. Getting back over my mosquito. Turned off my waypoints.
Oh, it's got a hole in it now. It should be fast.
Listing to one side.
Making lots of ding ding noises. That's not, it's not playing ball at all with me, you know, as it were. It doesn't want to play with me at all.
No.
I've blown a couple of holes in the side of it.
To be honest, just taking its turrets out.
I've just taken out its turrets and...
Oh, switch is far down. Box. And go to the box.
AI planet is destroyed and will despawn.
All the way down.
There you go.
Up to it.
Right, so let me just go and get my
so it
ship.
went through the floor.
Well, that was no, it didn't shoot back. Pretty boring.
7 railgun bullets. Whoop, whoop.
Oh, I didn't use railgun bullets.
No, it dropped 7 railgun bullets.
7 railgun bullets.
That's iron. Yay.
Whoopie-doo.
War constructor is being made. Box there. Oh, there's a box there somewhere to go.
I'm not a very good. I wouldn't be very good in PvP play. I gotta tell you.
Yeah, me either. Box there, it's not a box in trouble, also this one. LS charges, BA, PL charges, SE. What's it got? Why is it carrying LS charges, BA?
Pass.
Did it fall through the floor?
I don't know. I didn't hang about to find out.
Let me overlay back on. Not showing up anymore. I think it fell down through the floor, that'd be annoying.
I'll need that waypoint again, please. Hang on. Okay.
Actually, I'm going to take advantage of your industry. Yes, I need to get that mosquito back up and running. I want to mine my planet. Can't get back up the hill. Can you pick me up?
HUD's here.
I'm coming to you now.
I love industry. I think it's so good. Oh dear. And another glitch, so let's go out and I'll log in again.
Birds are shooting and stuff.
Yeah, that's just shooting at bits and bobs, so they're just suppressing the local
That's here as well.
Yeah.
The CV obviously just fell through the floor then.
The planetary CV, more than likely. Right, floodlights on, thrusters off, gravity off. We'll leave the
He wants
turrets.
to give me a quick lift back up to the mosquito. I'll let you guys know what it needs. Can't remember now.
I'll have to come up on my CV on it. I don't have anything with a passenger seat. Other than my CV.
I'm running into Miss Box then. Where am I? Oh, I see. Retract your ramps as I run up to them. That's just rude. Very nice, is it?
Hello.
Alright. I'm alive.
Yeah, live.
You got a medical station I could possibly use.
Yes, help yourself. There's one just.
Thank you so much.
There's just one just there.
Indicated, okay. Wrong load. Could you make it public, please, my dear?
Oh, sorry. Devices. Oh, lock code 0123. Better?
Much, thank you. I'm alive.
Now, what's this doing up in midair?
I don't know. Does it have a passenger seat on it?
Probably.
It does. Unfortunately, there are a faction right now. Now, let's be very careful here. Because we don't want to make it public and then you drive it off and your own ship starts shooting at it.
No, the seat can be public.
Oh, sweet.
They have,
Hey, I am in, thank you.
I have no weapons on this whatsoever, so I'll just use this to get you up to the mosquito.
What do you mean? It's covered in turrets?
Yep, I've got no ammunition. I've only just brought it in.
Ah, right.
Really, you couldn't get up here?
Oh no, I obviously came down a different way.
Right, there you go.
Again, I'm BSC. Why do things the easy way when I can do it the hard way?
Yes.
Can't get that way. Okay, here we go. Whee! Alright. Let's see what she needs. Oh gosh. Yes. The entire inside of the ship is missing.
Yeah, it's taken the core. Oh god, yes.
The one thing it hasn't taken is the core, actually.
Really?
Yeah, the core's still there. So, cockpit, fuel tank, O2 tank, RCS, and generator. And probably lots of. Turrets as well. I see it probably stopped firing when it took the cockpit out.
I guess so. I ran out of ammo. Hello. Hey, haha dogs. Hiya. Nice to see you. Welcome along. So HUD will recognise this. Where are you, HUD?
Burying myself.
Burying yourself.
Oh, I see. Not stopping to help, just coming and taking the free resources I offered.
Miss Box beat me to it.
Goddamn Yanks.
did you wish to make anything on industry?
Yes, would you mind giving me a CV, cockpit, fuel tank? Hang on, I'm just writing the list down. O2 tank, RCS, generator. I'm probably short of just a ton of engines as well. Thruster up 1, left 1. What does B mean? 1, right 1, D 3, F2s.
Kitchen constructor. Right, that's loaded up. Okay, so
Right, so I've got all the thrusters I need to fly it.
Capital vessels. Capital vessel would like a cockpit block. Okay.
Yes, please.
That one cockpit block brewing.
So I also need a fuel tank.
What size?
Oh, just a small one will be fine.
Brewing.
A O2 tank. Though not strictly necessary.
Yep.
An RCS, please.
I'll give you a
Nickel
posh
generator.
one. And a what?
Generator, please.
T1 generator, small generator.
Yeah, small generator would be good.
Mm-hmm.
That should limp me back home, and I'll get those things off and repair it back to template. I'll make the cargo box public. Dump them in there for me, and I'm going to get some stuff here. Oop. Excuse me. Yep, no, the mine is okay.
Alright, you're doing that one.
There it is. Dig mode engaged.
This is the whole point of having industry. Just turn up and I'm a mobile repair shop. The only thing I can't do is repair CVs here. So there we go. That's it. Search and rescue being achieved. Complete with knocking down the reason for coming in the first place. Right, your 5 items are ready.
Wonderful. Would you be able to bring them up to me, because I'm currently in a hole?
Oh, God.
I've made there's a cargo box you can see if you look through the side of the ship, which is public. If you could dump the items in there, I'd be extraordinarily grateful.
Yes, sir. Now, what is that gravity generator doing here? There's a gravity generator just hovering in midair.
Oh, that's really good.
Who does it belong to? What's it doing there? You know, I think it shouldn't be there, so let's let's have yet another re-entry. This planet is strange. You're welcome to it.
Wow, these are big deposits, folks. You ain't gonna need to go mining for a while.
Are they very tightly packed?
Yeah, certainly are. Have a look. I've done 30% of this one, and I have.
I've restructured the cargo boxes and put a load more cargo boxes inside the boring miner because so that you can unload the harvest boxes into cargo boxes, so that you can stay buried for longer. No, wrong server.
So I have 63 stacks of sapphire ore, and I've done 30% of this.
Yeah.
Deposit.
No, there's definitively a gravity generator. What is that doing in the middle of nowhere? I'm not going to do anything with it.
Comes up on your ship.
Are you on your way back to your ship, Cud?
I can go back.
Well, no. When you're on your way back to your ship, let me know because I want to see if you see this floating gravity generator that I see.
Oh, I'm just right over the hill here.
Oh, there you are. So, just here.
Yeah, I see it.
You see his gravity generator.
Oh, I just dropped my own hover miner on my head. Yeah, I see it right there.
Well, how about that then?
If you look at it and hit P, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Open? Oh.
Yeah, I've got myself a gravity generator. How bizarre. You recognise?
Came off the Revenge TV.
Oh, maybe. As you can see, I'm in one of Dream's ships.
Found an iron rock for you.
I got it, mate.
Doesn't
50%, and I've nearly filled 4 cargo boxes full of ore. Harvest boxes, not cargo boxes.
Well, let's try and find this cargo box that you put down.
Can't miss it. If you just go around a big hole in the ship, there's a cargo box in there. There's only 2 cargo boxes on it. If not, I'm just underneath it, so we can come back out the hole and come up.
Have the free gravity generator I found. There we are.
Very good, sweet, thank you.
I can hear you drilling.
Ah. He's offering on TeamSpeak, I think he is. I might poke him. He is.
Well, not short of neodymium round here, that's for sure. Let's go and get sun.
So, was it you that put the POIs on the PSC homestead?
No.
Or specifically a revenge CV? You wouldn't believe it, mate. So I came down to my nice shiny new planet, I found me a nice Saphian deposit, I land the mining CV, and 3 seconds later it's been attacked by a revenge CV. Got the crap blown out of it, which left me stranded on the planet.
Okay.
However, the PvE hasn't come together. And this box is sorting me out with my replacement bits.
Give me a sec.
Well, it's done now.
It's done, it's all good.
It's killed. It's not going to respawn apparently, according to the message that came up on screen. So
Yes.
that's the end of that one.
In my haste to try and change the warp lanes around, like we talked about yesterday, I might accidentally have screwed up with your bases in space. So you might need to change your position of your solar panels.
Oh, right, okay.
We'll check that when we get back.
Well, mine as well, I guess.
To be honest, I've been meaning to do something about ours for a while, make a solar panel farm like the rest of the bases have.
That brings up another thing. Bugs, do you still want to have your base in the orbit of the POI planet, or do you want it relocated to a new Orbus orbit?
That's a good question. Bits. The Sue's Zarg is going to be a POI planet.
Yes.
Do we want to remain in its orbit, or do we want to go and be in the orbit of New Opibus? Does it make any difference, really? I think we'll stay where we are.
Yeah, you just need to be sure, be aware that you have to go to New Orbibus to get to all the...
I've spotted that one.
Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure.
We've got less than 10% more left in this deposit.
Yeah. Actually, we'll hold fire on that one, all three. And if you can move us, is it a huge deal or not?
No, it's not a huge deal. It takes a little bit of work, but it's not something concerning. So take your time. If you want to move, we can move you.
Okay, we have to empty all our containers though to do so, don't we?
Yeah, you will have to empty out the space station.
Okay, that's not an issue. That's just knowing what needs, what is necessary. That's all. Thanks so much, Ultrin. We'll get back to you.
No problem. No problem.
So that's interesting. I mean, I have a ghost nugget within my Saphian deposit. Not ghost nugget, it's just not a tiny little nugget, and it's not popping.
Ah, it's one of those, yeah.
Everything else is popping. This way.
One sec, I'll head over to you once here.
No worries.
Oh, and I brought in the modification to the server.
Yeah, we'll go through that. Sis was saying we could have a catch up like this afternoon or something.
Maybe. I have my pre-alpha night tonight.
Not pushing. I'm not going to be around tomorrow night because it's my best mate's birthday, so better cook us some steak.
Yeah, and I'm probably gonna get pretty busted when I get home from work tomorrow.
Yeah. First day back on the job, dude.
Yeah, after half a year.
Maybe we can get in for Tuesday then, that would be good.
Oh, come on. Don't be so pain in the arsey.
Thank you for my bits.
Are you talking about this deposit here?
I think I heard you teleport in next to me. Right below the mosquito, basically.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. 30%.
No, so it says less than 10% left to me.
Yeah, well, it said 30 to me.
Weird. 4.5 meters down below me. You come into God mode and look with you. Damn. There you are, mate. Yeah, so all I can see is one little nugget, which I am now looking right at. Isn't that weird that this is 30% to you and only 10% to me? Or less than 10% to me?
The one you've been doing says 70% to me.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah, it's maybe because I haven't rescanned it, you know?
Could be. Yeah, could be.
Hold on a sec, I'm gonna try and dig it out.
Oh, buddy, use a debug drill. Carry on, fixing up my wounded ship.
Well, thank you for the neodymium.
Most welcome. Thank you for the rescue.
Oh, come on. Respond to the mouse.
Right, let's see if I can get off this planet then. Back home. Yay, I can. Right, forward. Backwards. Left-ish. Right a bit. Down a touch. Yep, it kind of works.
Oh, come on. What's going on here? I mean, a huge great hole. God's sake.
Which one are you going for?
Trying to get into my ship. That's all I want to do is get into my ship.
Okay, there's clearly some issues here because I just started the hover miner on it and it's still at 30% on my monitor and I just picked up 10,000.
Well, that's weird because it says less than 10% for me, and there was just that one nugget left.
Have you tried relog?
Yeah, I should do that right now then. Just make sure I'm down and stable. Will it do it? Right, relogging.
There is something really weird about this planet, I tell you.
Well, it's got BSC in the name, so it's most likely that'll be the first and most important reason why. Oh yeah, very large, approximately 30% more left. That's weird.
Okay, it seems to have a brick wall, doesn't want to go in that hole.
The door looks open to me, Miss Box.
It may be open. My hover miner doesn't want to go in.
Nemo dealing over there is what you were going for, which has less than that's 20% more left.
Yeah, it was less than 10 to me. Yep, Now
It's gone in that way.
I know, hasn't it? Just
Very strange.
yeah.
I wonder, can you come out the door?
Yeah. Whee.
Yeah. So I was wondering, maybe that CV's kind of here.
It's not got a one-way street in it, yeah?
Yeah.
But I can't get up there, I can't do anything.
If you can't get up onto the ramp, that might be why.
Well, I got up onto the ramp, I was stuck on the hump and I couldn't get over it. But this way, straight in. I think I will leave you with your lovely planet.
Oh no, I'm heading back.
Oh, I'm going to leave you with your lovely planet. Say nice to visit. Please don't call again.
I don't know, you give someone, they basically, 10 plus cargo boxes of each rare ore, it's still rare.
Yeah, this is 10 plus cargo boxes.
Well, I'm just assuming that's probably on average what you're going to get out of it.
Got a cargo box and a half of neodymium out of that deposit. But that's more than enough.
Yeah, and you're welcome to come back for your Restrals Escape in Sathium. You have one deposit of each, which is on the BSC. So
Thank you.
welcome.
Okay, Matthew, if you have time,
Yeah.
I want you to go into your faction channel, chat,
Okay.
type dash AT space mailbox.
Yeah.
Oh, did I say dash? I mean slash.
Forward or backwards?
Forward.
/ add space. Okay, that opens up my mailbox, which appears to just be my inventory and the last cargo contained harvest box I was looking at in the CV.
Is there a Sathium in it?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Oh, is that what you picked up?
Yeah. I mean, it's your planet.
Thank you. Well, I have said to the to be playing the game's playing it anyway, so I did say the guys could have Wait, thanks mate. Hey,
Yeah.
help
I mean,
themselves to a raw reach, as it were.
I mean, apart from.
Oh, I've got no warp drive. Damn it. Miss Box.
Yes, I heard it. Do you need a
A warp drive, CV warp drive, please.
and do you need a tonk for it?
Let's have a look. Let's have a double check. Just a minute. New menu. Devices. Probably do actually.
I would
Warp
expect.
one. I have a fuel tank. It's at 95% damage, but I do have one.
Alright, there you
Just
go.
a warp drive, please, my dear.
It's cooking.
Thank you so much. If I come back down, will you be able to bring it up to me?
Well, you have to come back down
On my way.
because I'm unloading.
Oh, and by the way, the PY planet is fully functional.
Oh, okay, fine.
And I will warn you already now, it is designed to be a challenge.
Good.
Fair enough.
The only issue that might be, but it's not something I could test out, could be the issue of loss of frames.
Oh dear.
But until someone actually tests it out, I cannot say for sure.
I'll go have a look in a minute.
I say this sounds like a test for some. That's good. We got to build the stuff up the top and get going.
But apart from the two planets, the reorganizing of the warp lanes and the PY planet, Oh, and save my own personal stuff, by the way. I think that's about it, what I've done.
Okay.
Watch it out, mate. I need to kind of get in somewhere. Which door do you want me at?
Where are you by? A, B, C, D, or E?
BCD. Well, hello.
Hello again. It's still cooking.
That's fine. But I could ice skate on this floor.
It's good, isn't it? It's a very, very nice factory floor.
Yeah.
Do you like my tank?
Yes. Where'd you get it from? Did you make it?
It's piston design. It's the piston Diablo. Which for some reason seems to be missing a Gatling gun, but there we are.
Oh yeah. It is. And
Possibly a block. No, just a
vent thing.
a what thing?
A vent.
A vent thing. Yeah, obviously
No,
it's.
no, what does it do on the other side? No, it doesn't have another vent. It doesn't have a vent over the other side. They probably should. Otherwise you can get a shot in there and take out some of the engines.
Yep.
Oh, and by the way, you got 42
And
deposits each for free.
What do you mean?
Not 42. I mean, we actually designed the planet to have 75 of each of the resources, but again, the magic of Alien is giving you 112.
Cool. Well, I've given away 2 of each already.
Yeah. Well, that's.
GG and
It's 112 of each. So you're giving away.
2 of each, so you've still got 110 of each.
Yeah.
I'll keep us going.
Yeah. Over a ton. Yeah.
Yeah. So DCM can go and mine their own planet. OGG and 116. In celebration of BSC being the first to get their order in.
Right. Let me see. Have you finished? Have you finished skating on my factory floor?
No, I was waiting for. I can just delete the 1.7 million out of my boxes.
Just for the sake of it, let me do it.
Yeah,
just then there's
skate
no
over here.
confusion.
Well, give us a minute, and I'll meet you back at my base when I get a warp drive.
Skate over to here.
Oh, sorry. Where?
Where I am, behind
There
you.
go. Sorry. Yeah, no, I was just refilling my vape, so I wasn't paying attention. Right here.
Right. No, over there on the floor in the little box.
Oh, yes. Thank
That's
you.
it. Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Let's swap us drive. Drive us to swap us. Oh no, I can't leave the HV there. Ugh.
Yeah, in my haste to fix Omnibus, I actually accidentally deleted my own stuff. I mean, I have packed all my stuff from the base, but I kind of forgot to remove my CV from Omnibus.
Silly Billy.
Yeah, well, I managed to get it back in.
Yes, it made sense it was going to be a POI planet because it was alien.
Yeah, well, we kind of had an idea, but because it was a rush job and actually getting that planet away.
Yeah, we did have a grand plan for it, which I guess we could share now when it's actually not happened.
Not really, not really.
Secret squirrel still, no worries.
We still have ideas.
Yeah, well, got to keep fresh ideas under wraps.
Your computer or mine? Not mine.
What's that?
I mean, go doo-doo-doo.
Oh, that was me. That's my my mouse. I seem to have a problem with my mouse.
Righto.
It seems to not be down on the deck properly, so... Find somewhere slightly better to land. Maybe here would do better. Yeah, it looks like my feet are down. I might get my ramps out now. Oh, we could look under the ground. Oh, look, you can see the size of the Arrestrum deposit. Oh, that's big.
Yeah, picking a deposit is
Oh,
like
wow.
playing lottery.
If you're coming into Reverse Fire, the BSC Homestead planet, you come about 20 clicks away from the bases.
Yes.
I actually don't know if you can do anything about where you walk into an orbit.
It's directional, so it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I know it's directional, but I think at some point you could... Actually, I think the way to fix that would be to move the planet or something.
I wouldn't worry about it too much,
No.
because it isn't going to move the homestead, our space station.
No,
either.
exactly.
Don't want to make it too easy now, do we? It means a 3 or 4 minute coast through space as I get back to the base.
Yeah, well, you can just press I, put off the auto brake and go out, make some coffee or tea.
Hence when I say a coast through space.
Sniper
Yeah.
rifle out and see how good this is. And don't you go and bang, look at that, that's excellent, isn't it?
You know, I'm really missing Tom right now. You know why? I suddenly started missing Tom. Because I went to take a sip
Oh
of
yeah,
cup
you
of
can't
tea.
come on board, can you?
And
Yes,
it's
you can.
empty. And I can't just go, Tom, can you have a cup of tea? He's not here.
Shush.
Start back to school or something.
No, Sarah and Tom and Tyler are stayed up at Sarah's parents until Wednesday. I was up there for the Thursday afternoon through yesterday.
Apart from that, I actually like the planet.
That's great.
It's not mine.
It's frustrating to get there at literally 3 seconds after you land, have your mosquito blown out from underneath you, but that's what makes the game fun.
Oh, apart from that, did you get a warning telling that the ship will not show up again?
Yes. The thingy has been destroyed and will despawn. But Miss Box destroyed it. Right, let's work out how many cargo boxes you need to destroy. 1,000,007.
Yeah.
100,000.
Are before you do that, is the boxes on a SU or something?
Yeah, but it's got more than 1.7 million in it currently, so I can either I can take the excess away and put it in a different SV, and then you can just destroy the SV. That's probably the easiest way, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I did with this.
I'm 2 clicks out from the homestead.
Yeah, I'm just gonna teleport over when you're ready.
get some sapphire broken down. We ain't got to. Where's the best one?
How to complete the mining of the very generous offer. Settled down. Have we got? Oh, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Okay, we'll just fall out of our ship, and that can keep moving. Settle down.
It's going to take me a few minutes to get situated here. I've got an inventory that's full of crap. I need to get sorted.
Fortunately, you've got the switches outside, which is good. Power's on. Let's go over here. We've got 3 nodes to mine still. It's raining again.
Well, according to the YAML file, that ship should actually respawn at some time.
Oh, there we go.
Let's knock the volume of the game back a little bit. A bit loud. Come on, up you come. Out you come. Right, okay. Now then, Zascosium. No, we don't need. Sathium, yes. So let's go and take the Zascosium out first. Sorry, yes, Hud?
Might want to eat some.
Oh yeah, might do. You're right. Can I? No, I can't. Yes, you're very right, Hud. Is there anything to eat around here? Hang on a minute, if I only think, oh no, it's gone rotten. Not to worry. Not a convenient animal to slaughter around here.
You don't have any food on you?
No, God, food? What's that?
Box is hard.
Yeah, well hard.
Boots for whips.
Well, I have a mercy.
Oh, yeah, but it's back on the it's back on the ship. I'll just pop back. Oh, there we are. Look, that's all I need. That's all I need. There we go. That and that. Make one of those. There we go. Now I can hop back and go and have something decent to eat, and we'll do. Start making my way back. And once again, it doesn't want to go on the back of the ship. Yeah, everything is wiggling about on here. Food process. There we go. That's for a burger. Yeah, spin up. Right, now, where was I? Yes, thank you for that little reminder, Hard, very kind of you.
My pleasure.
Come on, get in the hole. Get down with it. I hate these all these little little pyramids stick up when you go underground. Of course, they interfere with the hover miner perfectly. Jiggles about. Now I can't do a damn thing. Now, are we going to go into this game again? Yeah, we are, aren't we? Where I cannot get myself out of here. No matter what I do, it doesn't want to turn, move, do anything. This should be a big enough space for me to make a cavity here and then move into it and then twiddle around. Are you going to do anything and be any use whatsoever? No, I didn't think so. I didn't think you'd want to do anything to be useful.
26.
Do you know, this vessel used to be one of the nicest handling hover miners, and now it's just not for some reason. Can't go forward, back.
I think they did something. I was having a hell of a time just mining here a little bit ago.
Well, I don't know what's been done to these, but they just don't want to play anymore. Not like they used to.
What, the round one?
No, not the round one. I've got the OG 21 gun salute on here, and it just doesn't play ball. Oh, get off.
Old technology.
I mean, this is a huge cavern, and it just won't play. Oh, come on, get in the damn ship. Ah, looks like it was the miniguns on top that was causing the issue. Oh, come on, just get it. Oh, come on, this is so stupid. Just get out of the bloody hole. How difficult is it to get out of a hole, for God's sake? Oh, yeah, okay, just do that, why don't you? No, and now it just won't go on the back of there, will it? All of a sudden it just knocks its height off. There's something very weird with the hover miners going on at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you very much for the subscribe, Hound Dog. That's really nice of you. Thank you. Let's just have a little look. Probably won't have got too far down there. Nah, I didn't. Oh, I didn't unload some of the...
No, I had them pretty much ready for you now, buddy.
Wow.
Roger that.
Let's go and get some of that Sathium. Oh, right, okay. So you've just joined the game, have you? Whereabouts are you in the game, as it were? You know, where have you got to? Because it is, you know, there's an awful lot to the game. But congratulations on buying it. I think you'll thoroughly enjoy it. Just be warned, it is a time sink.
Which one here?
No, not that one.
We all find that it takes up an awful lot of our time, so just be warned of that little fact.
26.5.
We're obviously playing on the multiplayer server here, rather than the solo play, so just be aware of that as well. Hey Hawk Lord, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Let's just get rid of some of this and make a big cavity. Yeah, so you know, the thing before you even consider joining a multiplayer server, then do play through the main game and do the Robinson Protocol, because that will prepare you properly for gameplay. Oh come on, it's not that difficult. Just get in there.
Looks about right.
My calculations are correct, it should be back on. Well, it's like a couple hundred ingots over or whatever. But an extra stack, just in case.
Yeah, what I usually do, and sister does too, we stack up.
But when you're ready and have done the Robinson Protocol and you want to take the game on, then consider joining a server, because there's all sorts of servers out there. The server I'm playing on is the Craftworld server. And
Are
it's
we talking, it's
specifically...
just to be sure, it's the delivery bars.
Hang on, I'll move us to another ring. So
yeah, good idea.
Word movement.
So anyway, right, as I was saying, yes, the Craftworld server is set up to actually work with PvE players, and also PvP players. So there's battles going on for supremacy and so on. Looks like that one's taken out. And now I'm stuck. Come on, get out of here. Because the server's been set up for this, there is slightly different, if you like, settings that have been made on the server to make a difference to the game. So, for instance, normally you can only have now this is what I call a hover miner. You can only have let me just hop out of here. You can only have 6 of these laser drills on a hover miner normally, but the server is, depending upon the server settings, you can go up to 21, which is what we've got on here. So make the drilling experience a little faster. So we got 111. We just need the Erestrum, which was around here. Where was it? Where I am? Oh, there. Point. Exit. Oh. Regular ones. Let's edit that and remove it on approach. I don't need to remember it once I've drilled it out. It's over there. There it is, 600 meters away. Right, a little tip. I mean, obviously, as the game do. First, building base, just exploring for wrecks. Well, what I would do, first thing to do is, I take it you've obviously paid a little, but the way I approach the game is, first thing I do is I build a hover vessel, and I build an incredibly basic hover vessel, so that I can put an armor locker down, and then of course I can build a piece of light armor, because that's essential for keeping you warm, light protection and all that sort of stuff. So you build a hover vessel, put a harvester on it and a harvest box and bits and bobs. Then you can use that to harvest trees for biofuel. Put 2 constructors on your hover vessel. One of the constructors is constantly fed with wood to make biofuel. The other one you do all your other bits and pieces, you know, so stone, rocks, bits and bobs go in there. Food goes in there so that you can make food, and use this as a mobile base. Don't actually put a base block down, because the moment you put a base block down you will get drones attack you. So you need to be prepared for a drone attack the moment you put a base block down. So just make yourself this basic little hover vessel, make the starter block, get yourself some truss blocks round the outside to do it, some thrusters, some hover pads, and so on and so forth, and just make it so that you've got a basic machine to start with, and then you are then you're good to go. What I'll do, once I finish this, I'll demonstrate, if you like. I'll make one for you. And what will be the first one? Let me just get this out of the way, and then deal with my frustration of drilling, which always frustrates me. So I just find hover drilling. Certainly, this machine was at one time just gorgeous. But now it's for some reason, obviously, as each get changed to the game, little bits and pieces get changed in the game, and this was once a beautifully stable machine, is now very difficult. We've got a new design to do that, to help. But if I look on the side, outside view, I've turned. Yeah, I'm on the side here, and this is ridiculous. It just won't stay stable anymore. They used to be, but they're not. And the height keeps varying too, for some reason. And the only thing to do is to make yourself a very large space in which to work, and then it will. Then it seems to want to play ball. Just make a large cavern to work in, and then you've got some sort of fighting chance of actually being able to do something. Because you run into things that I've just run into here, which is one of the classics, and there's a bit of ground here, and the tiniest bit of ground will interfere with what you're doing, and then you get stuck, and it's just ridiculous. But if you look back through some of my videos on Empyrion, you'll find there's plenty of tips and tricks on there to see. I keep discovering new little tips and useful. Ooh, I wish I'd known that. As time goes by, and you play the game. I've got over 1,000 hours in this game now. But it's all in a PvE survivalist mode. I'm not a PvP player. Never have been a very good shooter, as it were. Right, there's my deposit. Starting to glow green. Right, so let's move forward onto this bit of ground here and start to mine. So yes, in my video collection you'll find various, the Let's Plays starting from first principles. So you'll see just how I do things. So do watch those if you want. They're quite useful. And some various machines that I like and play and so on. And a lot of things I bring blueprints in from the workshop, which are quite useful. There's some excellent designs out there, which are very useful for gameplay. Of course, they are focused on particular aspects of gameplay too. And some are just because people just design these really wonderful things, and they're completely blooming useless, but they look nice. Because this isn't, it's not just about anything else. You can build yourself some very nice stuff in this game. So it depends on what you want out of the game, because actually it's a sandbox, so you can do quite a bit. Now my friend Bits and I we play PvE on this server, and I was telling you about Craftworld and the way we do our server. Is that the idea is that PvE players have access to all these sorts of resources that I'm doing now. in order which of course is the source of all the equipment and materials that you need to make ships and bases, food and all that sort of stuff. Whereas the PvP players, their worlds, they only have gold, nothing else. They only have the one mining resource, which is gold. So there's an economy going on. They've got the money, we've got the materials. I think you're getting the drift. So with makers, and in Craftworld there are currently four factions, 4 PvE factions, and my faction, the 116, is specialised in as an arms dealer. So we're selling arms, mostly munitions. So we need quite a lot of rare exotic materials for munitions, because lasers and plasmas all require lots of this green stuff actually. So hence the reason I'm getting a grab of it. And you'll just then the PvP players will come and order things, boxes of ammunition off you. We make it, we sell it, we get gold. The goal for a PvE player is to end up with your own planet, which is going to cost you a couple of, anything up to a couple of million stacks of gold bars that you've got off PvP players. But that's the goal for us, to get your own planet. And we're on the BSC planet, who have just got it, and in celebration of being the first of the player planets to go live, they've said, come on over and help yourself to a knob of each. So, well, actually I had to go over and defend the leader of the faction, because he got himself into trouble with the planetary vessel, and he wasn't able to deal with it, so I had to come over and deal with it for him. Right, so we've got the green, and that's it. I've now got all my ores. Now I've just got to try and get myself out of here, if I can find my way out. There it is. Now come on, out you come. It gets hung up on the tiniest bit of blooming earth, I tell you. Ah, get up there, come on. And then won't play ball, come on, up you come. I'm gonna scrap this machine, because there's only one that seems to work properly at the moment. Come on, get out of here. It should be a lot quicker than this to get out of the hole. Come on. Come on, out you come. Oh, for goodness sake, get out of this hole. It's not difficult, come on. There. This gets hung up on the scenery, which is such a pain. Right, where was base? It was over there, wasn't it? Southish, yes. Actually, southeastish. There's the ship that's over there. Is it? Am I heading towards my ship? Yes, I am. Right, now for some reason this won't go on the back end of my ship. It can come out of it, but it won't go in it. I won't be able to get in that door because I think there's a tree in the way. Let's go and activate the door. Oh yeah, actually cut me off. Up and down. Good. Right, we're back. Just put the guns I took off back on the top. There it should be. 1, 2. Right, shut up the door. Here. Oh yes, right. Okay, so normally you do all this in your portable constructor. I don't have a portable constructor on me, so you'll excuse me if I use the large constructor in the ship facilities. So the basic starter setup. Go up into the kitchen constructor. So the first thing you do in blocks, and you can do this in your survival constructor, is create a hover vessel starter. So you create one of those. You need thrusters, one for each direction. That's what you need. So go on to devices. If we do it for hover vessels, that removes a lot of stuff. Now bearing in mind I'm looking at a level 3 player, which you can achieve fairly quickly. I take it you're level 3 at the moment? So we need four hover engines, one for each corner. We need 4 thrusters. This is just to get us all about the place. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yes, I've got some neodymium here I need to get rid of. Let's just check the neodymium constructor and see how it's got some space for a bit more. Let's just get rid of some. Need to keep your mind on the inventory. Now, in order to drive the ship, you need a cockpit. So you get a cockpit block. You're going to need you've got the engines. You're going to need fuel tank for the vessel, and we're going to need a generator. So that's these. Depending upon whether you are on a planet. Well, you're on the starter planet, so it'll be an O2. So you don't need to worry about an O2 tank and all that sort of happy stuff. And at tier 3, or level 3, which is what we're looking at, your dead basics. That gets you. There's your heart. That's to hover. That's to go backwards, forwards, and sideways. That's to drive it. That's to fuel it. And now we've pretty well got it. But now the other thing you need to put on there is a cargo box harvest. So you put one of those down. And you go into the weapons and items section and make sure you've researched in your research thing the harvest module. So make a harvest module. Now this is your basic starter for 10, alright? And this is how I pretty well start every game. You get all these bits together. This means hopping about and grabbing a load of rocks for sure. But will make life very much easier for you. So let's have a quick look at the tech tree. And we look at the hover vessel tech tree. And we'll restrict it to level 3. Let's assume that one. One of the other things you need is at least 1 mobile constructor, if not 2, ideally 2. You don't need to worry about to research this initially because you're on the temperate planet to start with. We don't worry about the gun just yet. It's the RCS, the thruster, the RCS. This is an important piece of kit. Hover engine, cargo box, harvester module, the cockpit blocks. Docking pad is not essential yet, but this is your starter for 10 vessels, so you don't have to worry about anything. So that's it. We need the RCS. That's the one thing I didn't make. So devices, we want an RCS, and that RCS looks like that. So I'll make one of those. The RCS helps you turn. Otherwise, you'll stay in a straight line. you won't be able to go anything but straight line, and you have to control it on WASD, but you can't swing or twizzle.
Okay.
Hey Hud, how are you doing? Hi Cow, welcome to the channel.
Hey.
I'm streaming, by the way, at the moment, so you should be aware.
Oh, okay.
So if you hear me yappering away, Hud's patiently listening to me jabbering on here.
I was wondering why you were giving HUD instructions on how an RCS unit works, but yeah, okay.
Oh no! It's the viewers who got to. Somebody popped in and said they're a new player. Just getting some tips and tricks to start and all that sort of stuff. So I'm just going through what I do when I start. After I've landed on the planet, what my first and primary goal is. And that, of
What's
course,
an RCS?
What's an RCS? I don't know what it stands for. It just, if you don't have one, it won't fly properly. That's the game.
Rotational control
what's
system.
What's a hover vessel?
There you go, rotation control system. There we are.
What's a hover vessel?
What's a hover vessel? Heard? Do not.
A mythical beast from the god of Ethos. Yeah.
Hud, you are all wise and apocryphal when it comes to Hud, who's in channel with me, is one of the builders that I know. He's wonderful, and he's got some great designs, which he does for these PvP, PvE environment games. So he's just joshing with me, I hope.
Good morning, afternoon, or
Never
evening to
a
all
smart
of this
ass.
box's viewers from Cal. HUD, you
Yes,
told
sir.
me I had to talk to you.
I tell you what I'll do is I'm going to disappear off to my little, because I do have my own live streaming channel. I'll pop it. I'm going to go down there. You're welcome to join me after you've had your chat if you wish.
Alright.
Okay, bye.
Channel switched.
Right, there we are. We're all on our own now. So where were we? Yeah, right. So all these bits build. This is being built in an advanced constructor. This is the top constructor in the game. It's taking a little while to do it. So as you can imagine, it would take it takes about twice as long in the portable constructor, which is where you'll do all your making in the game, initial part of the game, to make all these things. All these things are makeable in the portable constructor. Never lose your portable constructor. Always have it handy, because it can make some extremely useful items. Right, now, tip of the day. As you know, when you start your game, while that lot's building, you've got your own suit survival constructor, so you make the survival tool, which is the first thing you make. And then it allows you to make some grub, because you've gone around and picked some stuff up, so you can make yourself some grub, which is always handy. And you can always do that. But, you know, the first things you want to do is to find the bits and pieces, make yourself these ointments here, and some bandages, because in the early game these will be really handy, because you're going to get bitten by spiders and all sorts of things, and you're going to get poisonous bite, dermal parasite, and dermal burn, and open wounds. And before you've got medical equipment in a base, these are really handy to have with you. They're handy to have with you all throughout the game. You know, you can break a leg quite often, so it's well worth having a bandage which will mend your broken leg, basically. And you can build them in your suit constructor. This is, of course, where you build your portable constructor, so you'll need one of those. But perhaps one of the things that this can do is it can produce emergency O2. If you produce the emergency generator, which produces oxygen and water bottles, so it produces purified water, you can use the purified water to make hold in your inventory and then use it to make emergency O2. Now the beautiful thing is that this emergency O2 you can leave in the output of your suit constructor. so that you're able to, you've got, you forget, and you're out in space, and and believe me, you forget to fill your oxygen tanks up. You will do. You have got at least a full fuel, or pretty well full fuel oxygen loadout on you, without taking up important inventory space. Management of this inventory space is critical, by the way. And there you go. So that's one of the tips: is to use your suit constructor to keep some emergency oxygen in its output tray. Right, all our bits and pieces are ready here. But what we do need as well is we're going to need some blocks to hang it together. Now, the cheapest block you can have is a truss block because it needs one steel plate. If you use solid blocks here, these need two. So this, in the early stages when you're collecting and collecting materials, and they're damn hard to find, it's worth just having standard truss blocks. I don't quite know however many you need. Just build some, but they're dead easy to do. You know, you get quite a lot of them. For one steel plate makes that, and each set of iron ingots makes 10 of these blocks. So they're very, very cheap. Obviously, you've got no resistance to being shot at by anything, but that's not the case in the game. We're not worried about that right now. So let's get these down. Off we go. Let's pop out here. Let's settle down. First thing we're going to get out is we have to put our hover vessel starter down. Oops. Go away. Go away. Thank you. Right, so now wherever you're looking, if you look on the top of that, you can see a little V, and that's pointing the direction of travel. So that's forward, and that sometimes can be essential. So just put that down. Right, there we are. We've started a new hover vessel. The next thing we can do is to put our cockpit down on top of it. Now, depending upon the environment you're in, it will depend on the type of cockpit you choose. You can have closed cockpits. You right-click, and you've got various styles of cockpit. This, that, and closed or open, and legacy styles, and whatever you want. You know, that's usually quite good. So just stick that on top. Excellent. Now, thrusters. Let's start deploying thrusters. Put them under there. You get your little helpful arrow to help you know where the output is, like that. So those the outputs of the thruster. You can put one on the front here. That doesn't look like out to me. No, I've got that wrong. So don't get this wrong in the beginning, because you won't have a multi-tool to be able to remove, to remove things. Otherwise, you'll get it wrong. Actually, it might be better to dissociate that at the moment. Let's have a few blocks under here, and let's fill that up. Fill this area in, fill that area in there. Good. We've got to make a shelf on the back, because what we'll need here is we're going to need our hover engines. Now we're going to put a constructor on either side. So thing to do here is we can actually put our thrusters behind these blocks. That's not a problem with that. So that's what we'll do. And we'll just do that for the minute. We'll extend it out the front a little, because we're going to need to do that. Oh, see, now I've run out of blocks already. So it didn't take long to get through 20 blocks, does it? I'll just go and get myself another 20 blocks. Blocks. 20 blocks made. So, as you can imagine, as you need a few of these blocks, you need to use as little material as possible, especially in the beginning of the game. Right. Okay. So, I didn't pick them up. Oh, I am a fool, aren't I? I left them behind. I do that all the time. I've got cotton wool in my brain at times, you know. So let's just put another 4, 5 on the back because we're making a shelf here. Right. So let's get our generator. Put that there. The generator can sit in the middle like that. We can get our fuel tank. Let's rotate that so that it's sitting up like that. We need our RCS. And that can go like that. Okay. Right, now. As I said, we want to have the materials and make sure you've got enough materials to build yourself. The constructor. That's right. The mobile constructor. You want two. Ideally, you want 2 of these. One will do initially, because obviously things are tight. And another reason to have the closed cockpit is it's a warm place for you to jump into, rather than an open cockpit. So it keeps you warm if you haven't got yourself some things. There's the armor locker. This also unlocks at level 3, I think. Oh no, it's on level 5. So we're looking at a level 3 play here. So you'll want to get yourself to level 5. So I would recommend a closed cockpit so that you can carry on working in the night time. Unfortunately, spotlight blocks are also on level 5. So what I do is I put my mobile constructor here underneath the cockpit, like that. And I just turn it so it's like that. So for some reason, that's just me. So we've got fuel, RCS. We now need to put our engines on, our hover engines on. Now we can take out these little blocks. There, we'll put our hover engines there, and there. Okay. So that's our hovers. We need one out the back here because we're going to have a thruster out the back. Right, so as you can see, that's pointing directly up at the minute. And that's pointing back. We'll just make sure, because we can now see the arrow. There we go. And we come round to the front. We can put that on there. Bring that round like that. Boom. Okay, fine. Get the old truss blocks back out again. Fill in the holes. Like that. We can fill in that bit. Now, we now put the harvester on the front. Like that. That goes on there. We can now get our cargo box. Oh, well, our harvest box, and we can stick that, well, here on the front of the ship. Some of the things we will want to prepare for is lighting. So we just put on 3 blocks on here, and then you will have your light blocks on the front here. You put 3 on, 1 forward facing, 1 to the right, 1 to the left, and that will do. You've got room here now to put your next constructor, another cargo box, for picking stuff up. You've got a little bit of room here on the back for other things and expansion. But basically, we've now put all the kit on. We've got a basic machine. We can hop in here, put some fuel in it. Now, fuel. What are we going to do about fuel? You will go with your survival tool. You'll cut down your first tree, boom, and that will give you from 1 to 3 logs. 1 log is more than enough. You put that into your portable constructor, and you'll make a tin of biofuel. That biofuel you put into here, into your ship, and that, well, I've only got big fusion cells, so that's going to give it quite a lot of fuel, and it will just create a tiny little bit. So the first thing you do is you go to the first tree you find and you cut it down. Okay, when you cut your first tree down, you'll get 3 logs. And before you do anything else, go into your P menu for the ship. Go to the harvest box, take that out, go back, go to the mobile constructor, put that in there, and then under components, you start making biofuel. Right. Because that first bit of biofuel you made won't last so long. But 1 log gives you 20 plant fibres, and that will give you 2 tins of biofuel. And that is sort of enough, and the production of biofuel is faster than you'll use it on this hover vessel. And there you go. So now you can rush around in your hover vessel, collecting all your fuel, finding anything you like, jumping out and grabbing rocks, bits and bobs, and this becomes your base. So you start off in here, making all the sorts of things you want, because the mobile constructor actually can do quite a bit. It can make weaponry, motorcycle construction kits, and so on and so forth. It can build your base starter block. Can't build many items for a base, but it will do the steel blocks and concrete blocks. You put in crushed stone and you'll get concrete blocks. Put in trees, you'll get wooden planks out for your first base, and so on. It will make you the important large constructor, and then you're sort of away. Once you've put your base down, constructor, generator, fuel tank. You can make all these and some blocks to sit it all on, and you can then just go bang, 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 and put it all down. Make sure you've got materials ready to go, as in copper, iron, and silicon, ready to put into your large constructor here, so that the first thing you can make is an ammunition box. Well, you've got one there. You can make an ammo box. So make an ammo box, so that's ready. In there, the first thing you'll do is to make a 30mm cannon, followed up by 10 lots of 30mm rounds, and you put those down, bang bang, because within a couple of minutes of putting your first base starter block down, drones will appear. So that's about it, how you get on with it. That's what you do to start the game. So I hope that's been helpful. Now, I'm just going to now busily take this all apart, because I don't need it anymore. so oh, there's something you should realise. Actually, if you look at the bottom of the screen, the bottom right of the screen, here you've got the mode for this tool, the multi-tool. As you can see at the moment, there's some blocks which are in blue. that means that I'm going to recover something. If I pointed an item where I'm not, you'll see it turns red. So that means I won't get anything back for taking out those truss blocks, okay? And I won't get anything back for taking the cockpit out, and so on. So, you know, all this sort of information, you know, is other little thing. So there we go. Bink and bump. There we are. Right, so that's all done. I've probably got a bit of biofuel and logs in there. I'm not going to even worry about that. There we are. That's how you get going in the game, and you can expand that vessel to obviously put some Gatling guns on it to make it a bit useful, good for hunting. Because hunting is the Gatling gun on there will, you know, helps with if you come across some drones and so on. It's a great little thing to get you round the place, certainly a lot more rapidly than and easily than the motorcycle. The harvest thing is great for taking out predators and prey and so on, and you get all the points if you kill a predator with the harvester. You don't have to get out and shoot it with your pistol or your rifle. You can actually harvest things, and that will give you all the XP as if you'd got out and shot it yourself. So another little useful trick for game starting. Right, so that's it. I've got all my ores from here, which I was offered, so which is very nice of them. I'm now going to go up into space. So up onto the flight deck. We're going to go up in space, so gravity. We can turn our turrets off now. We won't need our landing. Oh, well, no, I'll leave our spotlights on. That's right. Our thrusters were on all this time. So how is our fuel situation? Let's fill up fuel. We need some warping fuel. So let's go to our fuels constructor, where we've got some warp fuel. I want 64 to fill my tank up. There it is. And go back to here, fill all. Right, so that's my tank full. Bye bye, BSC world. Off we go. Well, it's very nice of him to offer me a node of each of these resources on his planet. Saves me spending time rushing around in the asteroid field to get them. Right, so we're out in space now. Let's go to the space map. We're here. We want to get to there, so we have to go by here. So where's our target gone to? Let's fly out of the clouds of the planet, get clear of the atmosphere. And there is our target. So we'll now accelerate towards that. And warp factor 1, Mr. Sulu. Here we go. Right, so we've now turned up into Opibus. Our base is down there, or one of our bases. I just want to check this base now for alignment to the solar system. Because the admin warned they've made some little adjustments to everything, and they can't be certain that our base solar panels are correctly lined at the moment. But I believe they are. While we're drifting away over to there, I'll lay in a course for our home planet orbit, so that it's all ready for us to go to when we depart here. So we're just doing about the maximum speed you can do in space. So it takes a little while to do, sort of 20 kilometers. I just got to drift along. Wonder what the music's like in this sector. Wait a minute, turn that up. Oh, a very spacey sort of sound, isn't it? Nice. Yes, so since the last episode of this series on the Craftworld server, we've had to abandon our home planet. It became unstable, so we had to abandon it. We went into orbit, and we've now constructed a space station up there, and set up shop up in space. So that's where we're heading next. I'll take you on a little tour of that. And all this is it's a workshop space station, which we'll check out the creator once I get there. I can just look up on the statistics to get at who originally made it, and that'll be good, because I can give them the credit for the source of our design. As you can see, there are other space stations here in this orbit. We're not the only ones here. They're just going to pop into the game, pop into display right now. But I think that's our little base here. You know, this little design by designer Excalibur, who also plays on the Craftworld server. So this is his whetstone orbital base, and it's really good. Now, by the look of it, I think we have got a problem with sunshine. Yes, we have. Oops, I didn't align myself to die. I didn't align myself. Right, let's align the ship. Because if you align the ship, then gravity all works properly. Jetpack on. Out we go. Ooh, put my helmet on. That'd be a good idea. So, by the look of it, you see the sun's there. And although we're correctly aligned, our solar panels are no longer properly illuminated by the sunshine. But they're not on. But whereas, so they're not actually properly aligned at all. They're not properly aligned at all. Yeah. Things have changed here. Which is a bit of a shame. We've got gravity on the also working on here, so let's have a little look. Statistics. We've got generators on board, although they're not done. Current output is 1.8 megawatts solar. That's still more than enough. So I'm not going to be too worried about the alignment here. 1.8 megawatts is more than enough for our needs. Where's the ship? There we go. There's the ship. Of course, the industry by Trig. In its latest guise. Wonderful ship. This is a PvE player's delight. This thing, because it's home from home. If you're a bit of a nomad, don't want to put down roots, then just get this thing into your blueprints, build it, get all materials together, build it, and then off you go. And you can just wander around in the universe doing your thing. And you don't have to keep coming back to everywhere. You've got everything you need on board. Ideal for a co-op game, this. Yeah, highly recommended piece of kit. Now we should still... No, we haven't. We've lost our lock point on our screen. So let's relock it. And let's leave our base behind so I can see where it is. There we go. And we just accelerate to Zarg. A second. Off we go. Right, here we go. Space base is the other side of the planet. As we've walked in, the mouse is playing about, so line up, turn off the space brake, and accelerate to full speed. And we coast another 16 kilometers to get back to our base. Now, this planet. Originally, this was the home world of the PvEers. Like I said, there was an issue. The aliens have come and attacked it, and they've turned it into an alien planet. And they've built all sorts of nasty POIs on it. So it's our goal and to go down there and kick some butt, which in essence is what we're going to do. It's breathable atmosphere, which is rather useful, but nevertheless it's an inhospitable planet for PvE players, so you've got to go down armed to the teeth, because the POIs down there will not be cakewalk ones, and it will not be easy. Lots of nasty guns on them shooting back at you. So we'll go down and have some fun with them, though. But I think this is more the POIs have been designed to be hard, so that they more than one of you can go down, 3 or 4 of you can go down together and have a lot of fun taking out POIs. Hopefully, the rewards for doing so are equally beneficial. Right, so cruising the atmosphere, bumping along through the upper atmosphere of Zarg. We'll be able to get to our base, which is going to appear over there shortly. Then you can see the 1/16th home. Not complete yet. It's been in production for about a week. And it's still growing. But if you think I'm flying a large ship, then yeah, it is. No, don't get me wrong, it is a large ship. But the base is equally large. Let's just line ourselves up to the planetary axis. And here our space station starts to appear. approach, we'll do a right-hand circuit. Come into land. Get ourselves, whoops, just a bit too far. Onto finals. And then for the last little bit, because it's very difficult to see from this position, we go outside. We go over and above, which makes life so much easier. And that looks good. And resettle. There we are. We have landed. We are home. F. Right. So now we're on gravity again. It's not required. So we turn the gravity off. Turrets are off. We can leave the spotlights on the deck on, which is rather nice. And we'll turn the main engines off. No longer required. So welcome to the 1/16th space base. Oh, I don't need to come down to here. No, I don't. I can open all those doors from the outside. So let's take a look. So this is the main landing pad. This is a size 6 capital vessel. Oh, you can see it can accommodate at least 2 of those. This is our main cargo hauler. There's 105 cargo boxes in that SV. You wouldn't believe it. 105. It can carry a lot of stuff. This is our mining ship. This is the Mighty Digger, although suitably modified from the original supplied 7 laser drills. It now has an array of 19 of them on the front. And it's been subtly modified to have a landing pad on the back. It's got feet on it, which the original design didn't have. But it's got a landing pad on the back, and what has turned out to be perhaps the most successful drillery I've driven, the Monty's boring machine. Now, if you notice, of course, boring machine. It's going underground. It makes holes in the ground. It's round. Splendid idea. Monty was absolutely on the money when he made that. Right, so this is the base. Our front entrance is here. Naturally enough, there's a repair console here for the repair bay on the pad. If you're in dire need of it, there's emergency and O2 right here on the deck. But you come into the front entrance, main hall entrance here. There's nothing sort of much, but you can have a little look in through the window, which looks into the SV bay. So this is the SV landing hangar. So if you're bringing an SV, you've got here to come into if you so wish. You can use the main pad, which I've done for mine, but no, just as easily bring it in here into the hangar. But we go through here and we go down onto this little mezzanine floor, which gives us access to this is the core of the original design, which was by Tamarack 7777. So thank you, Tamarack, if you ever get to see this video. Your design has been inspiring to us, and we've taken it on. This is a PvP environment space base because it's made of combat steel and it's armed to the teeth. So that's why we brought it in, because we just don't know what the admins of this server are going to suddenly throw at us. You can never tell. As oh, why don't we do this just to make the game exciting? You never know what's quite going to happen. So originally you had this area here with its medical facility. There's a medical bay here. So in here you've got the medical equipment necessary to repair every ailment of that gets thrown at you in the game. You've got your farm to do everything. There's the food prep area and so on. So that's kind of good. I think I'll have a bowl of dino stew. Very good it is too. So we make all that stuff up here. and then this way goes down to the construction hall, constructor bay. So this has changed considerably from the original ship. This gave access to the outside and walkways underneath the underneath what basically is the landing platform up there, and there's a lot of decoration under here. And there's a heck of a lot of fuel tanks on here, an awful lot of fuel tanks and O2, and they're all in these white pods that sit underneath. So this is, if you like, your maintenance walkways, but we've kind of modified it slightly. Well, not slightly, we've expanded it greatly. So now we're getting into this is where the little SVs that we use to run around the bulk of our materials are. Because we're making things for PvP players, specifically ammunition, they tend to go through a lot of it. They're very free with the left mouse button when they're firing. So they use a lot of ammunition, and they've got to have somebody make it for them. They can make it themselves. They know they could establish their own factories to manufacture. But then if they've established the factories, they've got to protect them, and that just increases the stress on their faction to do that. So they tend to employ us. We use a set of 4 furnaces here. Each of the furnaces has its own on-off switch with a little lamp to tell you it's on. And so we use these little SVs as our primary containers, because an SV cargo box is exactly the same as a CV cargo box, except that it's 1/3 the size. Due to SV blocks being 1/3 the size of everything. Hello, Chris. Welcome to you. Welcome along to the stream. Nice to have you with us. So these are really useful because in basically the size of 2 of the blocks that make up a base, you've got 12 cargo boxes, and they move. So when you want to move on this one, this is ingots. This has got cargo box, at least 1 of every ingot. So you want to go and get ingots from anywhere. They're in a single resort, a single centre that you can fly to wherever you need it within the base, and so on and so forth. Here's one dedicated to the gold we've earned from making and selling products. We do also store here. Anyway, going down on here, when we came up off the planet, I said to Bits, I need to have a bit of a space to have a construction hall. Can't you do something underneath the main landing deck? And so this is what he did. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Excuse me a minute. Because CV industry is some of the lights on, some of the lights. I'm going to go and we'll come back. I need to go and sort that out, because I left its spotlights on, and by nature of the game, although the spotlights shine through decks even though they're solid. Go figure. So I just need to go up here and turn the floodlighting off, because it's kind of ruining the effect downstairs. So here we are. This is was the first extension that Bits built, and he built me this huge, great big space, all glass all the way around. The whole lot's armored glass, and then it's just filled with constructors. So here is a fusion cell production suite. So there's the constructors which go from hydrogen to promethium, and then the fusion cell constructor. Projectile type ammunition production suite is here. So there's constructors devoted to each of them. This is the steel plates, hardened steel plates, and then combat steel block production. Again, highly prized by PvP players. The missile production area. So there's a constructor devoted to each missile type. And then plasma and laser. Because plasma and laser weaponry is, or reloads, ammunition is produced very, very rapidly. We don't need to have a constructor devoted to each, so you can just, because the ammunition basically the same, its quantities vary, you can just load it up with the various input materials and then say, I want so many, boom, get on with it. And very rapidly your output thing is done. Not so necessary with bullets. This is just areas that have yet to be defined as to what they're going to do, so there's spare cargo boxes and constructors just sitting around in here. Because the size of here's our gravity generator, number 1. There are 3 on this ship. It's that big. So we've got our grav gen here in behind the latest our armoured glass, which looks really smart. I love the look of this new armoured glass. Now, Bits, when he built this up to about here, was building in full-size blocks. And I said, you know, it'd be really great to have a view of the planet beneath us, because it was a beautiful, temperate, blue-green planet before the aliens took over. So I said, well, could you not just put some windows in? So the floor's been made thin, and windows have been put in. So now we can study the planet beneath us. Ain't that sexy? It's fantastic, isn't it? It's fabulous. So we've got an array of pot plants that the employees have been growing. And this area here is, if you like, the dispatch area. So orders, as they're being done, they go into these. There's 24 cargo boxes here, and I fill them up and then color code them. Everything done here is color coded. There's yet more constructors along here for us to use. There's access to more maintenance area there. So this was the first bit, and this is so that I can get on and make various bits and bobs for people. There's more constructors here. We do magnesium grinding there, erestrum gel in that one. That was for nitrocellulose processing logs, but you'll see why I don't need to do that anymore. Bit of an O2 station here. Always wise to keep your tanks full when you're in space. So if we return through to the constructor bay from the construction hall, past the guards, and up the stairs we go. We go through the food hall. And originally this obviously was just windows here. Now it's got glass doors and a corridor, and I think you can see through the corridor itself what is to come. So welcome to the 116th data center reception. So we have a receptionist here and some employees having an argument or having a chat. You have to check in at reception before you go through the security gates here, and then you're on to the call center floor. Now the call center here, these are our operatives. They're busy taking orders. I hope, yeah, they're busy taking orders. Yeah, good. Keep on working, boys. And you see, we diversity is important to the 116th. You'll find all races are catered for here. And so on. So these boys are taking orders for ammunition to be processed. Bit of decoration. That's a land claim device, just now being used as a bit of decoration for nothing else. Wonderful word. More. A second gravity generator is located in here, and there you see the majesty of the dome with slung lighting, which is all very pretty above the employees' desks and so on. It's got a lovely ambient feel to it, if not blue. There is direct access to the outside world here for SVs, should it be necessary. There's an engineering section here, so you can bring SVs in here. This is the computer room. So we've got our computer cabinets here, and so on. So it's the server bay, really. you do have access point here. If you open this, red light come on in this area just to notify everybody that the airlock, the SV airlock, is open to free space, and they may fall out, because you fall out here, next stop is the planet and death. So that's that. So yeah, it's quite a nice little server room, that one. In the centre we've got a long elevator that goes up. I wonder if you can guess what's going to be up there. We go up, we go through to another farm. And up here, the products of this farm are exclusively devoted to weapons production. And so we've got corn and wheat to get grain, and then we have a fibre plant and fibre plants to get nitrocellulose, which is what we will need, because if you want to be self-sufficient from the planet, then you have to grow these things. The only thing we have to get from here is from any planet is water, so that we can make oxygen and certain and purified water, so that we can make certain products or foods, foods to eat and so on. So there we are. The employees also, there's some benches here to relax in while you're at the waiting centre. Guards on duty, of course. Are you returning to there? Yeah. Gun looks clean. Yeah, that's fine. And that's it. So this is our base, and a size class of base. It is a size 39 class size base. It's doing pretty well. Probably helped by all the lights that are in it, but that doesn't matter really. We've got lots of lights. Then that's our base. So with that, I think I'm going to take a break for a while now. I've got to unload all those ores into it. So Raw's 1 is full, so I need to go and bring in another little SV, which I've got, and that's conveniently on the ship. So we'll just exit out of here, and we'll go and get. Oh yes, so that we can access the main construction hall. There is a horizontal hangar door placed in the flight deck here to allow ingress and egress of small vessels, or proper small vessels, not fighting ones or anything like that, but this sort of these sorts of things. These are the small vessels, and it's this that I will be loading up with all the ores I got from the mining expedition and taking back down into the construction hall and put it through the furnaces and so on and convert them to ingot. Right, so with that, I'm going to say thanks very much for watching, being with me for our last hour or so. I hope you've found some instruction there, and you just basically enjoyed playing the game whilst me playing the game. So I'll bid you goodbye. Thank you, and God bless. Bye bye now.